Hello, everybody. It's me, Freddie Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to a special edition, of Freddie Friday Story Funtime. A special edition, with me, your host, and your dad, Frederick Fred Friday. What's so special about this? Well, what's so special about it is that today is Friday the 13th, That's true, it is. And guess what, producer? What episode number is today? 66. Yeah. Friday the 13th and episode 66 have coincided, so that make it a very special episode of Freddie Friday Story Fun Time. So what's today's episode going to be called? Well, I've been giving it a lot of thought because it's still only the middle of September, but today's special episode is going to be called, get what? What? The Spooky Season Schnauzer. The Spooky Season Schnauzer? Yeah. Are you just going with some alliteration here? Well, sort of, but listen, people. I'm full-blown into the fall harvest season type stuff. We were at the grocery store yesterday, and there were lots of apples out and things like that. So we're in that portion of the harvest season, the fall season, which technically hasn't really even began yet. But when you have a Friday the 13th in September, it's time to break out the witch's brew, The witch's brew, eat. We're going to drink them tonight. Well, I have to tell you something, Freddie. What do you got to tell me? I'm going to a wedding tonight. You're leaving me alone? I have to leave you alone to go to a wedding. And I wasn't invited? Well, I wasn't invited to when you went to Spain for a wedding. Well, that's not fair. Come on, I'm supposed to be invited. You going out to Spain? No, I'm going to New Jersey. Well, that's not even close to the same thing, Oh, well, so I'm going to have to watch some Witches Brew movies by myself today, like Hocus Pocus, and you the dopest, I'm the dopest. Yeah, you're the dopest, because you're a dope for not taking me to the wedding as your +1. I don't have to babysit you all night. Ekumi, listen, buddy, I'm a charming sort of character, and I'll get along just fine by myself at a wedding like I did this past year when I went to España for my cousin Valentine's wedding. If you all remember that in the archive. Well, now that I'm a little bit disappointed, it's still maybe that's my bad luck for Friday the 13th, but my good luck will be you're gone. Okay, Freddie. Well, listen, here's what I recommend for you people tonight. Start out the evening by, thinking of the corn and the apple part of the harvest season, but then when the light gets low, aka it gets dark out, and the spooky time creeps into your heart, put on a night Halloween movie. Get into that season now. Because it's a Friday the 13th. Maybe we could watch Friday the 13th, I mean, I'm not big on those, slasher horror movies. Yeah, I know you're not. You like more, spooky type stuff. He a Gilmore Girls fan. What? Excuse me? Well, maybe a little bit more like Angel. I did watch Angel when I was a kid. Yeah. Because he wanted to be a charming vampire. Is that dope? Maybe, when I was, 14. How old are you now? None of your business. Oh boy, Freddie. Well, I'm sorry, that you're having to leave. I'm sorry too. I wish I could take you, but I can't. Yeah, I know. I get it. Well, listen, people. Episode 66, the Spooky Season Schnauzer, and I think I'm gonna decorate the house for the autumn season, even though it's 75, 76, 77 degrees here today. When the sun goes down, the spooky vibes come out. And you know what happens then, don't you? What's that? Well, I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm going to watch a movie. I guess that's what I'm going to do tonight. What are you people doing out there to celebrate the harvest season Friday? Wait a minute. You got a wedding on a Friday the 13th? Yeah. Well, those are some people making their own luck and things like that, right? Yeah, well, my cousin, she's super into the witchy kind of stuff. Well, that's good, And she's gonna roll right with those punches right into marriage. The joke's on her. Excuse me? I'm just joking to you out there. Nothing wrong with marriage if you love the person. So, Freddie, when I get back tomorrow, maybe we could watch something spooky then. Well, then it won't be Friday the 13th. It'll be Saturday, September 14th. And not hey, everybody, maybe we could just put on a hayride type movie, Or the Adventures of Pete and Pete on Nickelodeon. Remember that? I remember that. I have that on DVD. Well, I don't know that anybody even has a DVD player no more. You vampire. You dinosaur. Vampire. I'm in that mentality, people. But I'm down for Pete and Pete. And maybe a little, are you afraid of the dark? I'm down for that, Freddie. Good. Well, I'll let you go then, because I know you gotta go. Thank you, Freddie. Yeah. So where do they find us? Well, that's the end. Yeah, the end, people. Get out there and be spooky on Friday the 13th with episode 66, the spooky season Schnauzer. So where do they find us? Where do they find us, Freddie? At Freddie Friday on YouTube, at Freddie Friday Story Funtime on Instagram, and then me or him or email at Freddie Friday Story Funtime at gmail.com. So into Tuesday joke, what do we say, producer? What do we say, Freddie? Toodles. To the one you love.